Hello kids, in this video we will learn about the area. Have you ever wondered how much carpet is required to cover the floor of your hall? Or the amount of paint is required to paint the wall of your study room? The length of the carpet, or amount of paint required, depends upon the space a room or wall is occupying, which is called the area. Hence, the amount of space occupied by a closed geometrical shape is called area. Considering the example of a fenced pasture, the length of the fencing is the perimeter, and the space covered by grass is area. Let's use square paper to learn the calculation of area. Draw a rectangle on the square paper. The space covered by the shape is the area of the rectangle. To find out the area of the rectangle, just count the number of squares inside the perimeter and multiply it by 1. Number of squares is 24, hence the area of the rectangle is 24. Similarly, if you want to find out the area of a triangle, count the full squares. Multiply the count of the squares by 1 to get the area of full squares. Now, count the number of half squares. Multiply it by 1 by 2 to get the area of half squares. Add the area of half squares and full squares to get the area of the triangle. You can also find the approximate area of a curve shape using square paper. Let's take the example of an oval shape. Count the number of full squares and find out their area. Now, count the number of squares that is more than half. Multiply the count by 1 to get the area. Ignore the squares, which are less than half. Add the area of more than half and full squares to get the area of the oval shape. Let's derive the formula of the area of some important shapes. Draw a simple rectangle. Can you find out the length of the rectangle? Length of the rectangle covers 5 squares, hence length is 5. Similarly, breadth covers 1 square, hence breadth is 1. Count the number of squares inside the boundary to get the area. The count is 5, hence area is 5. Let's take another example and find out the length, breadth, and area. The length covers 4 squares and breadth covers 3 squares. Hence length is 4 and breadth is 3. Number of squares inside the rectangle is 12. Therefore, the area is 12. Did you notice that the area of the rectangle is the product of length and breadth? Therefore, the formula of the area of the rectangle is the product of length and breadth. Since a square is the special type of a rectangle with all sides equal, we can say the area of the square is equal to the side multiplied by side. If the length and breadth are measured in meter, the unit of the area would be square meter. In the same way, it could be square centimeter, square feet, and square inch.